What's up, guys? And welcome to Pop Pops Gaming. How's it going? Wanted to get on here a moment and talk about where I got new locations at that I can film my live play. We've got 3 locations we can do live play from now, guys. I've got my emails. I've got everything all settled. As soon as everything's cleared through my mom and everything, I'll start getting back into going back to the drawing board and start hitting them casinos. But we want to, I got to make sure my mom's in the free and clear before I start doing that. So, come on in, and if you're not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe to Pop Pops Gaming. Give you guys a minute or so to get on before I start talking about the locations and everything. Hope everyone's having a great night. I'm here at the house watching slots like normal, talking to you guys. I've gotten permission from 3 locations now. I've been working on trying to get permission at these locations for quite some time. As you all know, I had rights at one location that was taken from me. So what I did was I sent an email to another location wanting rights to their location, and the marketing director got a hold of me and let me know that she was going to give me the rights back to my original location. And anyway, so now I have rights to 3 locations. I have rights to Choctaw Picola, which sits on the Oklahoma Arkansas border. It's just basically right there on the border, kind of like Windstar is with Texas. That's the location I originally asked about, was filming there. Well, they sent me an email and said, well, we're going to give your rights back to you at Stringtown, which is my home casino, and it's about 15 minutes from my house. I said, well, you never answered me on the Choctaw location in Picola. And I said, what's your answer on that? And I got an email back the next morning that said, you are now able to film at Picola, Stringtown, and since you're already authorized to film at Durant, you are still able to film at Durant. So, now that I'm able to film at 3 different locations, I'm going to start going live a lot more often from the casinos. We just got to get Mom free and clear from all the bullshit she's got going on. My mom's having surgery tomorrow morning. I'm not able to... Hey, Fro, welcome in. I'm not able to go to the surgery. My wife's boss isn't letting her take off for it. And I just physically can't drive that far by myself, and then because of the meds I take and stuff. So I got my brother and sister keep me in the loophole on it. So I got rights to film at Picola, which I've been working on since Christmas. Picola's a beautiful casino. We stayed there Christmas for a few days, and I didn't really have any luck there. I've heard out of all the Choctaw locations, it's the most volatile casino out of the Choctaws. And I didn't really do well there, and it could have been because it was a holiday. I don't know. We all know that sometimes if you play on a holiday, it doesn't let you hit as well. And that could just be a myth. It could be actual truth. I hear lots of stories that Picola is very, very difficult to hit at. other than Christmas night, I've only played there like one or two other times. One time we were coming from a wedding that we had went to in Fort Smith. Um, I didn't hit nothing good when we were at Pensacola. That could change when I start going back up there. Um, and then I got my rights back to my home casino, which is 15 minutes from my house. And I've hit jackpots at that casino, and it's not a huge casino. It don't have a hotel or anything like that. Pensacola and Durant have hotels. This one's just got a casino, and then across from it's got a gas station. Um, and that gas station has a few games in it too. Probably about 30 games in it. Now I don't think they allowed me to film at Pensacola and Stringtown. I don't know if that includes the gas stations. I'm not going to push it on trying to film at the gas stations, but I do have my rights back at Stringtown. Finally, since November, I finally got my rights back to that. The reason behind that was they were in the change of management, so therefore it kind of held everything back. Hello, drunk transsexual Vince Neil. Make sure you hit that thumbs up and subscribe. Hit the top 3 buttons up top, and it'll take you to the thumbs up button, or hold down your screen and hit the thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. I'm a lot of fun to watch. Hey Landon, how are you? But anyway, I've got my rights back to Stringtown. I've been working on it since November. They were going through a management change, is why they pulled the rights. I got that explanation by the manager. And I'm already able to film at Durant. If any of you guys have seen any of my lives, you know that I went for 12 hours straight on May the 15th on my birthday. I streamed a 12-hour live stream. Look it up. At the time, I had the longest. There's a gentleman goes by the name of Big Slaughter. He has a challenge out on who can do the longest live stream, and his previous live stream was 6 hours and 21 minutes, and he wanted people to try to beat it. Well, some other people beat it. The first one up to beat it was Ultra Hot Slots. She went for 7 hours and 6 minutes. And then after that, Chris and Lou went for 7 hours and 37 minutes. So I had to beat those 2 times. Hey Ronnie, how's it going? And I have a lot of disabilities, and I have a lot of shit wrong with me. So not a whole lot of people gave me much of a chance to beat any of those times. And I actually went 12 hours and 1 minute, but YouTube only archives 11 hours and 55 minutes. And then after me, the gentleman that beat me, or after me, another guy went after me named Ross Says What, and he streamed for 4 hours. And then after that, a gentleman, which I'll see him in the chat, he goes by Fro14. He went for 15 hours and 31 minutes, so he beat my record. But like I said, it only unless you're in there live watching it, you don't see all his slot play. You only see the first 11 hours and 55 minutes of it. But he did beat my time. Next on the board, I do believe, is Power Couple Slots, and they go live this Saturday. And I'm going to be going live from Pensacola. I'm going to be going live from Stringtown. I gotta get the stuff done with my mom's surgery out of the way first. She's got to have surgery tomorrow morning. She's got to have some. She's got some problems with her neck, and they got to go in and fix it. I was up there for a few days, and then we had to come home. My wife had to go back to work. Her manager didn't clear her to leave for tomorrow for the surgery. I just can't physically drive that far up there and drive that far back because of the medications I'm on. So you're going to be seeing a lot of slot play out of me in the next couple of weeks. I'm a lot of fun to watch. My wife is usually in my stream. She's in bed right now because she has to be at work at 4 o'clock in the morning, and it's almost 11 p.m. here. And so and she also helps out with my streams. She was in my long stream. Well, we don't know. They could, Pro. I don't know. I know that they're. I mean, with it being that they only get credit for 11 hours and 55 minutes, we don't know. I mean, oh, I scheduled a live last night for just a few minutes, Gamblers Unknown. I did it so I could go into my settings on my YouTube studio and set my stuff up to subscriber mode. I had it to where anyone can just come in, but now I got it set up to subscriber mode. Jackpot Joe, listen to this. I'm glad you're in here. While I usually am talking live on my lives, I watch live streams or past live streams or somebody's slot videos. I don't normally announce who I'm watching, but I'm watching your slot video when you were at Circa with your daughter and Big Slaughter was there with you. I'm rewatching your live stream. I missed it that night, so I'm rewatching it. Right now, you guys are playing Mo Mummy. I don't normally announce who I'm watching to kind of not give out who but I have the TV muted and stuff, but I'm rewatching your live from when you played slots with your daughter. And congratulations on your daughter being 21 and being able to gamble with you. It's pretty crazy that they can gamble with you nowadays. But anyway, so now I have filming rights at Pocola, Durant, and my hometown of Stringtown, or my home casino of Stringtown. After I get all that sorted out for just a little bit, I'm going to work on probably trying to get rights to film at McAllister because it's only 30 miles from me. Big Slaughter, what you up to, buddy? But yes, Power Couple Slots is going live next. They'll be live Saturday, I do believe, at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And their plan is to go 16 hours. I'm really excited about having my rights back at my local. Yeah, Fro, how's your hand? How's your body doing after holding that camera, man? Yeah, I've got Durant, Stringtown, and Pocola. I've been working on Pocola since Christmas. And I sent the email to Pocola, and they said to send an email to some other chick. And she sent me an email back and said, you can go back to Stringtown. I said, well, you answered me on Stringtown, but you didn't answer me on Pocola. And then I got the answer on Pocola. They said, you have permission to stream at Durant, Pocola, and Stringtown. And in one of them emails, they said, we watched your long live stream from Durant, and you did an amazing job. And we want that kind of positivity coming from our slot channels that are visiting our casinos, and you showed positivity. So I got kudos for that. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that word, bro. When y'all said it that night in that live, oh my God, I'm like, okay, what in the world is that word? If you guys missed his live, it has something to do with French fries and gravy. That's about all I can tell you about it. Power Couple Slots might, and they might not. There's my little buddy right there. But anyway, I was excited about getting on here and announcing this. My mom's got surgery in the morning. I'm not going to be up too much later. And I'm not gonna be able to. Yeah, let Joe know what that word is. No, he's not a fox. Come here, buddy. He's not a fox. He's a Pomchi. His mom's full-blooded Pomeranian and his dad's full-blooded Chiweenie. Um, he's 6 years old, but yeah, he does look like a baby fox. He's a registered service dog. I just don't take him to the casinos with me because I'm afraid the bells at the casinos would scare him. So he stays with my father-in-law. What did the fox say? Yeah, his name is Buddy. There it is. Fro, put in what it is. Fries with cheese and gravy over it. Good for the arteries, probably. But probably not good for the arteries, but oh well. Yeah, I think the bells would scare him, especially if I was like at Durant or something. And then, well, the reason why he got the name Buddy is the kid I got him off of, when I picked him out, because that's the one I wanted, he's like, oh, you're taking my little buddy that's been sleeping with me. So I just kept his name Buddy, because his name was actually supposed to be Scooby. So I just stuck with Buddy. And he is my best friend. I mean, I literally can't leave the house without that dog screaming because I'm leaving the house without him. But I would take him to the casinos, but I'm just so afraid he'd be afraid of the bells. I just don't. I mean, he's got his service vest and all that, and I don't let no one mess with him. And then, but anyway, no, the bells scare you, Gamblers Unknown. They kind of get to me sometimes. I will explain this. If I'm at Durant too long and if I'm playing too long on the floor, sometimes I get a little bit of a headache if I'm playing in the area where the bells are at. Gamblers Unknown, as far as I know, Power Couple and Matt Ross, and other than them two, I don't know who else. I know Power Couple and Matt Ross is left. Oh, it's Shinobi. Okay, yeah, Shinobi. Okay, I didn't know. I didn't know if I thought I saw Shinobi's name on there, but I wasn't for sure. The Yoshis scare me on the time too. That's not. I mean, not only am I concerned Power Couple might go 16. The Yoshis, they could. I'm not ruling them out as well. But no, OCR's got rights to a lot of places. I mean, he's got more than just Coca-Cola. I mean, he's got places in Tulsa and crap like that. So no, I don't have more rights than him. I just got more rights than him as far as Choctaw casinos, and then I'll work on Grant and McAllister next. Which I don't think I'll have an issue with Grant because I've talked to Grant about it, and they told me they didn't have any issue with me doing it last time I was there. They just kind of needed a little bit of a heads up to know that I'm going to be there. So I don't think I'll have any issues with Grant, but I've never asked McAllister. McAllister it's about the size of Grant, just without the hotel. Hey Snow Bunny, how's it going? But yeah, I mean, mom's surgery's tomorrow. Right now, she's doing all right. She knows I'm not going to be there. Um, my wife's boss not isn't exactly the nicest person in the world, and we could fight it and have her take off board if we wanted to. But my brother and sister will be there. You know, I'm not a doctor or anything. Hey Bradley, how's it going? I'm just on here talking about the 3 locations I've got. I got my rights back to my local. I haven't went out and showed my local. I have my rights back yet. I haven't drove out there and let them know um, that I got the email. I just haven't had time to go out there with everything going on with mom, and I've got family in town that they've been here for a week, so I've been spending a lot of time with them. We went and did some karaoke last night, and then tonight we sat here and watched the girls' fast pitch softball game. I appreciate you, Jay. Appreciate you, man. Greatly appreciate that. No, my rights mean that I can film without being stopped now, Snow Bunny. That's what my rights mean. My rights were pulled at my local back in November, and without any reason, and kind of find out it was because they were going through a management change, and the surveillance and some of the other people wasn't aware I was allowed to film, and so I just got with the right people and got my rights back. All that's all it is I just get my rights back to film. That means that they can't stop me from filming anymore. Um, and then when they asked me on how I got permission at Durant, I let them know that it was 2 years ago and it was a verbal. It wasn't a written. So, but now all this is all written. So now I have written emails stating I am allowed to go at Durant, Picola, and Stringtown, and I'm gonna work on 2 more next. Um, the 2 other bigger casinos. Um, I don't ever plan on trying to do anything from WinStar. I haven't been to WinStar since 2016. I just didn't really enjoy myself when I was going there. In my opinion, it was just too big. Durant's perfect. It's got 3,200 games in the non-smoking area, and the rest. It's got a total of 7,500 slot machines. 3,200 of them are in the non-smoking, and the rest of them are in the smoking area. But I'm gonna have a blast doing this for you guys. I'm gonna start possibly going live once or twice a week. And most of those will be from my local at first, unless I'm down at Durant. My son lives down by Durant now, so if I'm down that way, and I've got bucket loads of comp rooms down there, so it isn't nothing for me to get a comp room. My only issue is they're still not comping me on weekends yet. They're only doing it during the week still, and I don't know why. Um, they tell me it's because my home casino is Stringtown, so therefore they've never tried to give me a host. Um, Hang on, we're on a commercial. Bradley, I saw you on camera a while ago. I'm watching a replay of Jackpot Joe's live when he was with his daughter. He was in here and I let him know. I don't normally announce what I'm watching, but I'm watching the replay when he was live with his daughter. I seen Big Slaughter and I seen you when y'all were at Circa. Right now, I guess you guys are on Fremont because there's a bucket load of people. Yeah, it looked like a lot of fun. I'd give anything to be 21 again, you know? But I'm not, so. But yeah, We're going to be doing a lot of lives, whether it be Durant, Stringtown. Next month, we're due to be in Pensacola for a few days. So I'm going to be in Pensacola, and it sits on the Oklahoma-Arkansas border. I mean, you can literally take a rock and throw it into Arkansas from where Pensacola sits at. I actually think part of Pensacola might even sit in Arkansas, if you want the honest truth from me. It's all about timing, Snow Bunny. It's all about timing. There's no tips or tricks about slots. And some people say they hit worth the they don't hit worth the crap on holidays, and they don't hit worth the crap towards the end of the year. It's all about timing. You can ask Big Slaughter. It's all about timing. It just depends. I mean, the machine is set up to pay a certain percentage, and you may be the one that hits that, and you may not be. I've walked in when those casinos are completely crowded, and I do very well, and I've walked in when those casinos are deader than shit, and I can't hit nothing. But it's all about timing. There is no tricks to gambling. I mean, whether it's class 2, where it shows the bingo patterns like I play at sometimes, or whether it's class 3 like Las Vegas or Mississippi or Reno or any of that. Even the bingo ones, you guys seeing me play those bingo pattern ones. It's still all about timing. You're competing against everybody in that casino. But that's just the way it works. If people tell you that this slot, that's why I don't like what that dude D Lucky does, going around and picking out machines for people. I still don't know why some casinos are allowing it, because it has no preference to it. I mean, I can walk around like the night I went live for 12 hours. I never physically lost any money. I played on the same cash for 12 hours. I put $100 in and played on that $100 for 12 straight hours. Now, the next day I gambled another 10 hours, and my total loss for the 2-day trip was a total of $200. And the only reason it was $200 is because after my live on the Big Slaughter Challenge, I was so tired because it was 4 o'clock in the morning. I accidentally left my player's card and my ticket in the machine, and it was like $78. And then the next day I lost like $100. But other than that, I didn't really lose any money while I was there for 2 days. Oh yeah, you'll have a good day or a bad day. You're right. I mean, I've walked in the casinos on $10 free play and turned it into $1,000. I've walked in the casinos with $100 free play and lost my ass. I walked in the casinos with $1,000 and come home with shit. Some people consider themselves professional gamblers. Usually what you get out of a professional gambler is you have them huge channels, where basically that's how they make their money, is off the ads that we give them and that they're paid for, and off their super chats when they're live. That's basically where they sell their merchandise. That's how they make their money. That's why they call themselves professional gamblers. And I'm talking about channels like I'm talking about channels like huge channels, you know, if you got like Pomsy Slots or Vegas Low Roller, you got Raja, you got Vegas Matt, you got huge channels that are 100 plus case subs, um, that can make a living off of what they do. Um, you're a pro and don't feel like it, but even us small channels can be professional gamblers. I mean, you don't have to be huge. I mean, you don't have to be a huge channel to be a professional gambler. Like one night, I was watching Slot Hopper, and she was at Choctaw and Durant, and the lady was talking to her because she'd let her husband hit the button because she was sitting quite a little bit of a ways from the game. So her husband was tapping the button. Well, when they got the jackpot, the lady was accusing her of trying to steal her husband's jackpot. She said, I wasn't trying to steal his jackpot. I was letting him spin the button for me because I was so far away from the machine. She's like, this is my livelihood. This is what I do for a living. She said, I've never been in trouble for this before. And see, that's like us. Hey, what's up, Matt Ross? It's like us. Even though my wife goes with me, if my wife plays, she uses my player's card. Or if she goes off on her own and plays and I'm not with her, she either takes one of my spare player's cards or she doesn't use one. Hey, Blackie Sanchez, welcome in. I appreciate you. Make sure if y'all come in, you hit that thumbs up. I play Keno when I wind down at the end of the night. When I wind down at the end of the night, I play Keno. I've hit very well on Keno. I've never hit a jackpot on it yet, but I've done extremely well. And it's all by watching some of the other Keno players that play Keno, you know, like Quick Hundy Slots, James Spencer Cash Out, Casino Slot Couple, channels like that, you know. Yeah, usually Keno has video poker with it 9 out of 10 times. Very rare will you find a Keno machine that doesn't offer video poker. But I love all games. I mean, I only used to play the red screens. The ones that show the bingo patterns. Jackpot Joe knows what they are. Big Slaughter knows what they are. Gamblers Unknown knows what they are. Matt Ross knows what they are. I didn't used to even play anything else. And then I started watching the Yoshis. And I started watching Big Slaughter. Started watching Ivy. Started watching Jackpot Joe when he's in Vegas. I started watching Gamblers Unknown. Just multiple channels that are out west. Man versus Slots. People like that. Power Couple. They play on the East Coast. I started realizing that these people were hitting big on games that we had that I wasn't playing, that I knew nothing of because I'd never tried them before. And then I started trying them, and I started hitting jackpots on them. I can watch Keno of Quick Hundy Slots is playing or James Spencer Cash Out. They're pretty entertaining. But yeah, I like watching it if they're playing or if James Spencer's playing because they do make it entertaining. Oh yeah, yeah. Big Slaughter's right as far as poker. It's a game of skill, and I still couldn't tell you a good hand really. Yeah, Jay's Adventure now that Aristocrat owns them. When they bought them in 2020, um, what they did was they went through a battle with Castle Hill Gaming, because Castle Hill Gaming also lets their machines go red. So what Aristocrat did was they went in and they set the VGTs to where if it hits a certain pattern, it may or may not go red now. So Aristocrat's behind all that because they were having a battle with Castle Hill Gaming. Um, VGT machines are made right here in Oklahoma. They're made right in Tulsa. Um, and at my local, we got 10 brand new games that I don't know what they are. They may be games y'all have already seen, but they still weren't set up yet the other day when I was out there, so I don't know what games they are. I just know they're Aristocrat. So once I get back out there and start playing, um, I'll showcase them, and hopefully it's something y'all haven't seen yet. Durant has two red screen games that has not been shown on YouTube yet that I really, really want to try. And well, one of the red screen games I think has been played on YouTube a little bit, but not very much. But the other one I have not seen on YouTube whatsoever. And I should have went ahead and went live when I went there Sunday to pick up my gift, but I didn't because of all the crap going on with my mom. Yeah, Snow Buddy, I'm learning how to play 3 card poker. I've been watching videos on how to play 3 card poker. Because once I start getting up in casinos, I want to start learning how to do table games. If the dealer has a 10, oh yeah. Yeah, but if they hit on a 15, Matt, they may draw a 2. You never know. Oh yeah, they don't play like they do in back in the 80s and 90s anymore, Snow Bunny. Now these dealers play with what's called 6 shoe decks. So there's 6 decks of cards in that shoe. It makes it more difficult for people to be able to card count. So that's why a lot of the places have switched over to that. Because of the fact that it makes it a lot more difficult unless you're right there when they pull out the brand new 6 deck shoe and are playing there the whole time. It makes it more difficult for you to be able to know what's coming up. They're making it more difficult for card counters. It's not illegal to count cards. They just don't want you doing it. It is frowned upon, and it can get you removed from a casino really quick. I want to they take down that version of the. Oh yeah, yeah. Now I Big Slaughter when they're doing like the 3 card poker and all that, like up in Vegas. Um, when it's like 3 card poker, don't they play with just 2 decks? They'll they'll shuffle a deck while another deck's being played, and then After that hand's over, they'll move to the next deck that they were shuffling. So don't like 3 card and all that. Just play with 2 decks. And like Mississippi Stud and all that, I think they're still played with just 2 decks. Okay, yeah. I'm all on one of the channels I watch. I don't even remember the name of their channel. They play at the Strat a lot. Um, uh, I noticed that while a deck is shuffling, the dealer deals that deck, and then after that card, after that deck's done, he switches back to that deck. So I do think they just play with just 2 decks, and then when they switch out, oh, Casino Slot Couple, you'd know then. Do they just play with 2 decks? Hey, Red Screen Tiger, how's it going? I was just come on and talk a minute about me having the rights to film at Pensacola, Durant, and Stringtown now. I've got 2 emails proving it, so I can't be stopped now. Okay, so it's not like blackjack where they play with the 6 deck shoe. But yeah, mom's having surgery. She called me this morning. I think they're taking her up about between 6 and 8. Um, I'm gonna stay home because the wife has to be at work at 4 o'clock in the morning. Her boss wouldn't let her off for it. So shit happens. I've got my siblings there. I agree with Matt, Bunny. You should try 3 card. It's really really easy to learn, and what's good about 3 card is actually the dealer can help make your hand. That's what's good about 3 card. Yeah, look up 3 card poker on YouTube, and it's a really easy game to learn, and it looks so fun. I was gonna play it the last time we were at Cola because it was Christmas night and it was deader than hell. I didn't have. Oh, okay, yeah, a duo, yeah. I'd like to do a duo one of these days where I'm in a casino and someone else is in another casino. I like blackjack, but I mean, with the 6 deck shoe now, I was trying to teach Nanny how to play blackjack, and I was telling her not to make certain hand gestures, and I wanted her to. I wanted her to stay on a hand, and because she put her hand on the table, the dealer, to him, that's a hit. So he hit, and then she ended up busting. And I told her, I said, you got to watch what you're doing. And after that, I stopped letting her. We stopped doing the blackjack thing. Um, don't take dealer bust cards. Don't piss people off. Want them to show 6, the dealer. Oh yeah, I very 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 rare do fast taps. It drives my wife nuts if I fast tap a machine. Um, what cracks me up, what you guys don't see when me and my wife, and make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button if you're just coming in, hit the three dots or hold down the screen. What you guys don't see behind the scenes is if we're not live and we get a bonus on Dragon Link, let's pretend this is the Dragon Link machine. When the balls are hitting, my wife is sitting there tapping the screen, not slapping it, just tapping it to see if the balls will fall. But I won't let her do it while we're filming. And she understands it. She knows I don't really care for it if we're filming. I don't mind her doing it if we're not filming. Oh, he's a, oh yeah. Yeah, I appreciate Gamblers Unknown sending you. I'm just talking about. I got my rights to 3 casinos to film at now. I got my rights back to my local. Got my rights back to a casino I've been working on since Christmas, and of course I've always had my rights to Durant. But now I've got 3 locations I can film at. So now I'm gonna start going live a lot as soon as my mom's all in the clear after her surgery and shit tomorrow. I haven't went to the casino this week. I haven't showed the management the emails that I've got that I'm able to film there. Um, just in case I have to make a mad dash to where she's at. So we're gonna start going live a lot. I'm probably gonna start going live at least once or twice a week. Once I get my mom all in the clear and she's out of the danger zone. She's having surgery tomorrow morning. The surgery is going to be between 4 and 6 hours. We're not able to go due to my wife's work schedule because we were supposed to do the surgery thing the other day, and we rented a room for a couple of days, and she ended up missing a couple of days of work. Now our boss isn't letting her take off to go up for the actual surgery, and I can't drive that far and drive that far home. So I appreciate that. Yeah, my mom's a trooper. She's had a triple bypass. She's had strokes. She's had to be metaflighted to Oklahoma City. I mean, not here recently, just in the past. My mom's a tough cookie. And what happened the other day was she stayed at my sister's house and she fell going into the bathroom, and the way her head hit the wall, it caused some damage to her neck down to her spine. But in 2012, she had a triple bypass surgery, and a week later, she had to be metaflighted because she ended up catching a blood clot in her leg. Well, it was a week after they released her from the hospital. And then in 2022, she had a really, really bad stroke, and it affected her left side, and I felt bad for her because my mom was very left dominant. So she's having to learn how to do things with her right hand. Hey, we got 15 thumbs up so far. I appreciate everyone coming in, but I wanted to come in and talk about my rights. I am so freaking excited. You guys don't know how excited I am. I did schedule a live for last night, and the only reason I did it, and I texted Big Slaughter to let him know what I was doing. I set up a live, and I didn't do the live. What I did was I set up a live so that I could go into my YouTube studio and set it on subscriber mode. So you have to be a subscriber now in order to come on. I had it set up to where anyone can just come in, and I didn't want that. Kind of helps out with the trolls and all that. But hopefully the next time you see me live, I will be at a casino. It may be as early as Sunday. I don't know yet. I'm going Sunday to pick up my free gift at Durant. I'm able to pick up all their cool crap they got going on this month. Um, the other day it was some kind of frog bag, and then this week it's either some thermoses or coolers. They got two different coolers they're giving away, and they're giving away one of them $80 wagons that says Choctaw Nation on it. No, I've never physically been thrown out. I was told because I stopped filming that one day on my last live at my local that since I quit filming, they weren't going to ask me to leave the premises. And I told them, why would you ask me to leave the premises? I listened to you on not filming anymore. I turned my camera off. But no, I've never been physically thrown out. Oh yeah, I imagine the wagon's gonna be last. Did you get the frog bag the other day, Jay? Hang on a second, and I'll show you how big that son of a bitch is. I got it sitting right here. Kind of turn the camera this way. This is a frog bag, guys, and it has the Choctaw label on it. Hell, I was more excited about getting this, Jay. This is a bag. Well, the bag it came in says Choctaw Nation, and you can put your clothes in it, and it zips up like a carry-on. I was more excited about that than the actual gift. But I imagine this week it's going to be the thermos and all that stuff. Oh yeah, I love the zipper bag. Hey Tony Snow, what's up, man? How are you doing? Just on here talking about my rights to my 3 casinos. I'm going to try to make this right about an hour. I'm not going to try to go too long. And Jackpot Joe was in here a while ago. I'm rewatching his live stream that he did when he was at Circa with his daughter a few weeks back. I have it muted that way. I don't. Since Jackpot Joe was in here, I went ahead and announced who I was watching. I don't normally tell who I'm watching when I'm live. But since Jackpot Joe come in, I let him know I was watching it. Oh, which MGM properties you gonna film at? Hey James, welcome in. What MGM properties you gonna film at, Matt? Cause that's like Excalibur and Luxor and stuff like that, right? And an update on my daughter. She went to the OB doctor yesterday. She is due July 3rd, but where the baby's at, the baby's head is already down. And she's already dilated a little bit. Super Pop Pop, man. I'm far from Super Pop Pop. I just love to gamble. I should have went live the next day too, cause like I told everyone in a recent live. Hell, I gambled 10 hours the next day, even after my big slaughter challenge. I gambled live 10 hours the next day, and that was hard for Nene to do. She had to leave me there by myself because she had to work the following morning, and so I stayed in the room by myself. But we know all the staff and stuff in Durant, so if there was ever an emergency, they all know how to get a hold of her. And I've got a friend that works there, so he was kind of keeping tabs on me and make sure I was doing okay and everything. And and then the next day some friends came down and picked me up because she was at work, and I had a good time. I had never been in Durant a loan like that before. We're gonna go Sunday. Um, I know you got to play a little bit in order to get. You got to get at least one tier credit to get the gift. So, what I did the other day was I put $100 bill in, and I got in like the first spin, it went red, and I got up to like 40 or $50, and I played it down to my original 100, and cashed the ticket out. That's the day Mom had her incident. I was gonna go live, but because I didn't know if I was gonna have to beat line it to where she was at the hospital, I just went and got my gift and headed home. Had I known that some things weren't gonna go on, I would have had and went live for a little bit. No, it wasn't free play. No, I didn't put my free play in. I put $100 bill in there, hit the button. It was a red screen machine I'd never even seen before. They're over kind of by that wall over there that when you walk in over kind of by the security desk, they're over in that area. I'd never seen these two red screen games before, and it don't even actually go red. It just free spins like a red screen. But it is a VGT red screen. It just don't turn the color red. Snow Bunny, no. We don't have sports betting here in Oklahoma. The only way for me to gamble like that and like gamble on something like that, I have to like play DraftKings or something like that. We don't have Casino Slot Couple. Appreciate you coming in. Hopefully you guys go live soon. I'll catch one of your lives. Yeah, it's getting close for me to have to take meds. I don't know if I'll be live or not. But the grandbaby is due at any time. She's not due until July 3rd, but because of the way the baby's facing, and she's dilated a little bit, the doctor thinks she could pop at any time. I think she's gonna pop before Monday. That is my prediction. I think we're gonna get a phone call sometime this weekend, and she's gonna be in labor. So that is my prediction. And she's only within about 2 weeks of the baby being due. I kind of hope she holds off a little longer because her baby shower isn't until next week. So I'm hoping she does hang on just a little bit longer. Yeah, are y'all going to be in there in the mornings? I'll probably leave here between 10:30 and 11. I usually get up there around noon or so to get the gift, because there's been times I've got there 4, 5, 6 o'clock at night and all the gifts are gone. They don't even have any gifts to give out the next day. There was one time we went up there and they ran out of gifts so fast. What they ended up doing was they put $50 free play on my card. Oh, definitely John Elway. John Elway had back-to-back Super Bowls. But I liked Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning was a good quarterback. Yeah, the sky near the league, yeah. That's what I told my wife. We're probably going to park down by the Sky Tower and play in that area just And if we do go live, normally a lot of the times when I start my live, I usually start it on like Firelink or something that everyone kind of knows. Because not everyone knows our red screens, you know? Um, Not everyone that watches me is 100% familiar on how all that shit works. And me and Red Screen Tiger and Oklahoma Casino Reviews, and you know, you got Cowboy Slots. He's tried to explain how they work, and some people still just don't understand it. It's just basically, but it's based off of a bingo pattern. You're basically playing bingo. But normally I'll play like Firelink or Dragon Link or something like that. Well, they're bandwagon Raiders fans then, Matt Ross, because the Raiders have had multiple homes since they've been teams. They've been in Los Angeles, they've been in Oakland, back to Los Angeles, back to Oakland, and now they're in Vegas. So they're bandwagon fans if they're into the Raiders. I'm sorry. Yeah, if, I happen by chance to run into you, I'm not gonna, because we're using my car. Um, I don't physically have a vehicle that can haul my electric scooter anymore. So in order for me to haul my electric scooter, I got to use one of my son's vehicles. So we'll be in the car, so I'll be using my walker. And if I'm gonna, when I go to Durant, what I'll do is about the time we get to Durant, I'll post something on my community page to let everyone know we're there. Um, and all you got to basically do is look for, I mean, either comment on the community page or look for a blue walker that's got wheels on it. A Lions fan. Ooh, that's got to be tough. Yeah, right now the Broncos are in the dark days. Right now we're paying Russell Wilson to play for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Broncos have always, you know, Broncos ain't gonna put up with too much shit. Um, because Walmart owns the Broncos now, so they're not gonna sit there and just let losing seasons happen with coaches or anything. They're gonna bring people in that's gonna want to win them championships. Because now Walmart owns the Denver Broncos. So, but guys, I've been on here for a little over an hour. I've got meds I gotta take. I love y'all all. I appreciate y'all all. And if you're at the casino, you don't win if you don't spin. And I hope I see you guys Sunday live from Choctaw and Durant. And remember, you don't win if you don't spin. Pop Pops Gaming out.